Hey guys, welcome to Red50. Thank you for tuning into another video. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. So, in today's video, I want to go over the Sync 3.4 system overview for your Ford vehicle, in my case, 2019 Ford Mustang GT. Now, if you do recall from an earlier video, I did install the Sync 3.4 system in my 2019 Mustang GT. I used the USB method to install it. It took about 20 to 30 minutes to do it. It's very simple to install and easy to follow. I did make a video on that, so if you guys are on an older Sync system 3.3 and you're curious on how to update it or how to upgrade it, make sure you check out that video. I'll leave the link in the description so you can upgrade to the new and the latest software for Sync 3.4. Now, if you've already got Sync 3.4 and you're interested in what's new, let's dive into the video. Now, the Sync 3.4 system is the latest software for your Ford vehicle in terms of Sync software is concerned. Well, at least until Sync 4 comes out, which has been revealed, so it's probably going to be seeing in 2021 models or 2022 model years. But if you want to see if your vehicle is eligible for Sync 3.4 system, I'll leave a link in the description so you can kind of enter your VIN number and see if your vehicle is compatible with that system. But let's dive right into it and see what changes there are, what's new, what I like about it, and what I don't like about it. Alright, so we've got the Sync display up here. Now, most of the changes are going to be cosmetic and a lot of new user interface and kind of cool options in terms of color schemes and everything. So to start off with the basic, we're going to go through each of these individual tabs. I'm just going to show you what changed. So I have footage from the Sync 3.3 system, and I'll show you Sync 3.4 so you can kind of see what overall changed in terms of its appearance. So obviously we've got the home tab, but let's start with the audio. So we've got the audio here. As you can see, it's got like a nice little blue on the bottom to begin with, but audio has like a nicer interface. It's a lot more cleaner. The text is like 530, like AM and all that stuff is a little bit slim. It's not bulky looking text anymore. It just feels a lot more modern and a lot more responsive, where previously this would lag a little bit, but this is a lot more smoother. I can obviously go here to get the FM radio and all that stuff. It's very smooth. Same goes for the audio volume. This whole thing, as you saw, is very slim and pretty responsive.
I remember he would face.
So it's pretty responsive, as you can see here. Overall, a lot cleaner interface. I really like it. If you're playing music, you will still have your album art and everything. Now, let's go to the climate. Alright, so this is how your climate tab is going to look like in Sync 3.4. So got a lot more color in here versus Sync 3.3 system. And that's your phone tab. I don't have my phone connected currently, so otherwise you would see just a newer interface, slimmer tiles, slimmer text and everything compared to Sync 3.3. Navigation tab, again, same deal, just a little bit newer interface compared to Sync 3.3, as you can see here. And then we do this. Just a lot more options. And then you go to apps. If you have your phone connected, you're going to have a little bit more apps, but that's more of a compatibility between the phone and the Sync system. Doesn't really have to do with Sync 3.4 specifically. Now we go into Settings tab. This is how the Sync 3.4 looks like. Again, a lot more smoother overall versus Sync 3.3. The tabs kind of look like this. Okay, so now we're into the climate tab, and you can see it's just got a lot more color. This got a lot more color in there. If you turn these on, it's got a nice orangish yellow here. And if you turn, you can do this. This got just a lot more color. Feels a lot more cleaner interface, and all of the things are very slim off. And when you turn on the dual or AC, you've got these little LED indicators as if you had like a traditional system, whereas previously it would just be dark blue or something. So it's nice to see what's on, what's not, with the little LED indicators. Not LED, but they kind of resemble that. I do like how they finally included the heated steering wheel in the climate section. It was just mind-boggling to me. You had to go to the home tab and select it from here, which was it just did not make any sense why you would have to go through that. But now you can go to climate and click on here. It's not turning on because I have my car and accessory mode and it's not turned on, but this is how you can do it finally from here. Now phone tab, Obviously, it's just standard features. Nothing really changed here. Once you have your phone hooked up, it's just a lot more cleaner interface, smoother tiles, and all that stuff. Navigation, same thing. Not many changes here. It just has a nicer interface to it. A little bit smoother. There is a maps update that's separately, so I haven't done that yet. So this is just your standard Sync 3.4 nav. Now, what's cool about it is now if you've got a car with the digital dash, once you have a destination going on, you're gonna see the directions on here too, kind of similar to this. And now you go into the app system. You've got a bunch of apps that you can download that are going to be compatible with your phone. So if you have your phone connected, some of the apps like Pandora or the radio app are going to be displayed here, so you can control that without going into the CarPlay. And obviously, if you've got the settings, we've kind of briefly talked about it. Nothing really new in terms of settings here. Just a lot more smoother interface. So if I was to go in sound, all of these dials and everything is just a lot smoother. They have like a nicer feeling to them compared to what it used to be. And just overall very nice and clean interface. Obviously the big changes on this Sync 3.4 system is the UI. It's not any additional features. They're saving up all the features for the Sync 4 system, as we know. That's going to be coming in soon. But with the Sync 3.4, they've added a lot more user interface touches. So all of that used to be like white or like light blue type of scheme here. But now it's all in this dark blue. I really like the interface, to be honest with you. It's a lot more smoother and snappier. So with Sync 3.3, it used to lag here and there. But with Sync 3.4, it's very smooth. There's no issues. It pulls up as soon as you hit a, like if I'm selecting apps, for example, it responds immediately, and the transition from apps to audio, like this white dial, is very smooth, where in Sync 3.3 it would sometimes lag a little bit. So overall it feels a lot closer to maybe your phone interface, and it's just much nicer to deal with on your daily basis. So I'm a huge fan of Sync 3.4 system. With Sync 3.3, I don't know if it's related, but I was having trouble with connecting my phone sometimes, like it wouldn't detect it with the Bluetooth. Sync 3.4, since I've gotten the update, I haven't had those issues. So I don't know if that's related, but in the end, it's very nice to see not have to do with any of that. Again, I'm a huge fan of this heated steering wheel option on this climate instead of having to go home tab. Summer's coming up, obviously, so I'm not going to be using that. So it'd be nice to get like during winter time, but I guess it's on me because I'm the one who didn't update it early on. Alright guys, well that's about it for the Sync 3.4 system for your Ford vehicle. As you saw, there's not many new changes, but the user interface is a lot better compared to the old one. I highly recommend it. It's a lot more smoother and snappier. It responds very quickly compared to your old versions. So I really like that idea of, you know, just having a very smooth transition. It kind of feels like you're using your phone to navigate, because I know sometimes the car infotainment system can be very laggy and buggy, and it just pains me. So that's why I guess Apple CarPlay came out. But yeah, Sync 3.4 system is a very worthwhile upgrade for your Sync 3 equipped car, or maybe Sync 2 car. You can probably upgrade it. Make sure you check out the link in the description to be able to see if you're eligible for that upgrade. If you're experiencing some issues with your current Sync system, I then definitely recommend to upgrade to that. But that's going to take care of any of the bugs or issues that you may have been experiencing. Again, it looks a lot nicer under, you know, there's a blue interface. I really like it. It seems a lot more modern. All the touches that this interface has, it feels very modern, slim text and all that, kind of like what you would see in your iPhone, as opposed to just bulky tiles and bulky text, which was kind of dated. I mean, Sync 3 did come out in 2016, so I can kind of see where there were those changes. I mean, that was like almost 5 years ago at this point. Sync 4 is coming out, so I'll be excited to see what that brings in for us. I don't think I'll be eligible for Sync 4 in my 2019 Mustang, but we'll see how that goes. So, as always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like this video. Comment below what you think about the Sync 3.4 system. And as always, subscribe to Red 50 for more videos.